on Thursday. Their only conference loss of the season. They're 13-1 in Gulf South play.
And, Stephen, I'm kind of amazed that Alabama Huntsville is not ranked in the top 25 in the country. I mean, in the top Gulf South Conference, ripping off a 13-1 record to this point is deserving of top 25 status.
Well, they've got a better record than a couple of teams that are in the top 25, so it is a little bit confusing to see why they aren't. As the drive is off the mark, that was once again Bella White in the lane. Huntsville's up 5-0 early. Trevecca trying to get some offense going. Jada Woods now to Burgess in the corner. Trojans reset. Gillis, shot fake, drives left hand. Spinning around, back to Burgess, is no good from three. Rebound goes to the Chargers. Nice save on the far side by Millie Brown.
And Millie Brown, no stranger to Trevecca as well. She is the daughter of Rhonda Blades Brown, who actually coached her at Brentwood Academy. And her brother, Blades Brown, is now on the PGA Tour. He's 18 years old. Skipped college and went straight to the PGA Tour and already posted a top 20 finish in the first PGA tournament of the season. So another connection, Millie and Lily have been friends and have played ball for a long time, and Millie was instrumental in getting Lily Wilkin to transfer to Alabama Huntsville after she decided to leave Trevecca.
There was a look just a moment ago. You saw Lily Wilkin dealing with a nosebleed. Put in double barrel cotton swabs up her nostrils, so going to be breathing out of her mouth for the remainder of the game most likely. Millie Brown at the top, now gives to Ivy Maddox. Maddox, left hand, pull-up jumper is off the mark. Rebound Trotter, the league's leading rebounder, takes in another one and gives it to Gillis going the other way. Natalia Hernandez is checked into the game early.
Yeah, she giving Jada Woods a break real quick here. See what Coach Novak tries to do with that change.
Here is Hernandez down in the lane. Kick out Burgess, corner three, in and out. Trojans, I'd imagine, are likely going to try to see if they can get the three ball going in this contest. Chargers, on the other hand, are the best three-point shooting team in the conference, 35.7% on the season from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they're just super well coached by Alan Sharp, and there's a Trevecca connection there. His father, Gary, was the athletic director here at Trevecca for a brief time about 20 years ago.
There's a three that's good. That's Ivy Maddox from deep. 4 minutes of game time have passed, and the Trojans have not broken the seal on the scoreboard.
Yeah, just a tough start here for Trevecca. And that time, Gillies goes down the lane, tries to push it a little bit. Ball swatted away, and then she commits the foul.
Trevecca trying to keep the momentum of a 6-game conference win streak going here at home. Trojans play a lot better at home than they do on the road. They're 8-2 here at the Fieldhouse, just 4-4 on the road. Contact on Lily Wilkin or send her to the line.
That's a late whistle there,
yeah.
Stephen. Not sure what the official was looking at, but once the ball did not go down and it hit the floor, then they called the foul.
Here's an underneath look. Gillis, that's all on the body there.
And the rough part for that is that's 2 on Gillis already.
Yeah.
So, we're just 2 minutes and change, 4 minutes and change into the ball game, and Jordan Gillis has got 2 fouls.
Lily Wilkins 1 for 2 that time. By the way, she is the best free throw shooter in the conference, 80 of 91 prior to that trip. 5:41 to go in the first quarter, and still the Trojans have been held silent on the offense, but perhaps not for long as they send one of their best free throw shooters, Gillis, to the line.
Yeah, well, that's one way to try to crack the scoreboard early when you haven't scratched yet. And Jordan going to the line where she's a good free throw shooter could get Trevecca on the board. They started off cold here. Not quite as cold as the weather outside, the frozen tundra on the hill here at Trevecca.
So there's Gillis at the line. She's got 5 20-point games this season, and she's coming off 3 of those 20-point games in a row. She would love to add to that today, and she might have to if the Trojans want to be able to keep up with Lily Wilkin. 2 for 2 for Gillis.
She's going to take a seat now with those 2 fouls. We'll see how Trevecca combats her absence there.
Yeah, she's going to be replaced by Shanae Howard-Johnson, who's been a really incredible sixth man off the bench for the Trojans. As Wilkin right there, just smooth as butter to the basket.
Well, she's such a smart player. She just diagnosed the defense that time. Off the dribble to the hole, nice and easy.
Tatum Shaw, the senior, giving to the freshman Natalia Hernandez. Hernandez goes up, and she's good with the layup.
Great drive from the freshman. Love to see her get on the board with Trevecca's first field goal.
Bella White giving way to the new entry into the game, or Mackenzie Perkoski. Kick out, three, Wilkin, no good. Wilkin's also a extremely adept three-point shooter as well. Hernandez again on the other side for the Trojans. Burgess, now to Shanae Howard-Johnson. Trotter bumped, kicks. Hernandez from the corner is off the mark, back rim, no good. Rebound Chargers.
Trevecca doesn't need to let Alabama Huntsville get out to a commanding lead here early in the first quarter. That's that mid-range game from Lily.
Yep, 10-foot jumper.
Yeah, coming off the jumper, she can put points on the board in a hurry, and she's already got 7.
13-4 with just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cheyenne Trotter working from the elbow. Hernandez now backs into the corner. Trotter, low block. Howard Johnson, open three, top of the key. Off the mark again. Trojans have not yet found success from beyond the arc, and a jump ball called on the far end.
Well, Coach Alan Sharp for Alabama Huntsville not happy with that call right there. He's letting the officials know it.
We'll take our first media timeout. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. 13-4 Chargers.
Behind the wheel and in life, nothing gets me to my destination better than a song. The reason why music is so important is because music is scriptural. It's no coincidence that I am leading worship at Eastside and studying worship at Trevecca. I've always wanted to be a singer, and the Lord called me into ministry in the mid-'80s, but songwriting took me by surprise. I won 2 Dove Awards for Gospel Music Song of the Year. I've won a couple of ASCAP Songwriter of the Year awards. I didn't realize that I'd be known as a songwriter. We have gifts and talents in us that we don't even know we have. I am so excited to be a part of the community at Trevecca. In our program in African American Worship Studies, get into a college program where you can actually learn, the rudiments of writing and the rudiments of theory. Take a step of faith, experiment and experience, and see what happens.
Faith Wilkin.
Welcome back to a successful first quarter for the Alabama Huntsville Chargers, who are ahead 13-4 and have held pretty much silent through nearly 7 minutes of game time, the Trevecca offense. Kendall Poole and Steven Swanner alongside you for this contest of 2 of the top teams in the Gulf South Conference. The Trojans come out of the break with possession of the basketball. Natalia Hernandez and Brianna Burgess now from the corner. Driving, drawing contact. Layup is wild. Rebound Chargers. Bella White, top of the key. Giving way, fresh body is Chloe Siegel into the game for the Chargers. Seeing her first minutes of the contest. Bella White now, left hand, spin move, underneath is good. Nice move.
This is just such a well-coached team. And Alan Sharp, who's a veteran of Nashville basketball, played at Lipscomb under Coach Don Meyer, does done an incredible job with the Chargers.
Howard Johnson giving relief to Jordan Gillis, who has a couple fouls, throws up another wild shot. Man, it's been tough sledding, both beyond the arc and inside the paint for the Trojans so far.
Yeah, coming off a big win here at home on Thursday night, West Alabama, knowing you've got Alabama Huntsville coming in, it's not been the best start.
Wilkin grabs a rebound there off the short shot by Mackenzie Perkoski. Wilkin pulls up a jumper of her own. It's no good. Perkoski this time getting the rebound, and she's fouled. by Ava Jones.
Ava trying to spell Cheyenne Trotter for a few minutes to give Cheyenne a break. Picks up the foul right there. And love the minutes that Ava Jones has been able to give Coach Novak off the bench.
I feel like based off that replay, it looked like Natalia Hernandez should have been the one called for the foul, but instead they assessed it on Ava Jones, who is taken out of the game in favor of Cheyenne Trotter.
Well, give Cheyenne a little bit of a break already in the first quarter. We know Cheyenne is crucial for Trevecca if they're going to pull out the win today.
15-4. Prokowski from the line misses both. Burgess grabs the rebound. Trevecca trying to get things going. Jada Woods back in the contest for the Trojans. Jordan Gillis still on the bench, as you mentioned, with 2 fouls already. Hernandez. Nice feed underneath. Got away from Trotter for a minute, and she's called for a travel.
I really don't like that call either. Coach Novak doesn't. Don't have anything else to say.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Let's see from underneath what the... Yeah, I guess they thought maybe when she went up the first time and pump fake, her feet left the ground, but I just didn't see that. Nonetheless, it'll be Chargers ball. 11-point lead for the #1 team in the conference as Wilkin lost the handle.
Well, you know, we need all the breaks we can get when you play Alabama Huntsville, and we don't need the officials to add to that.
Wilkin takes contact, grabs her own rebound. Now jump ball on the floor.
Should be Huntsville ball.
It will indeed. That was the 2 number zeros, Shaw and Wilkin, battling for it on the hardwood.
So, Stephen, here, minute 15 left in the first half. Trevecca with 1 field goal.
Yeah, 2 of their 4 points came from the free throw line on a foul with Jordan Gillis. As that ball is in and out, Shaw grabs the board. Gillis has still yet to return to the ball game. Probably won't see her until the second quarter. Shaw underneath. Now back out to Jada Woods. Trojans reset.
Well, there's no panic in Coach Doug Novak. He's a veteran. He's been around for a long time. He'll figure out a way to try to get these Lady Trojans back into the ball game.
Woods underneath, left-handed scoop, no good. Trotter grabs the board, goes up herself, gets another board. 2 in a row on the glass for Trotter. Brand new shot clock. 2 large steps for Hernandez and a foul and 1.
Well, Natalia's been a breath of fresh air for the very cold Trojans here in the first period.
Really nice move. Took 2 large steps to cover some ground. Drew the foul, but strongly fought through it. And buried the layup. Free throw no good, but Shaw gets the rebound. Back underneath immediately, and Shaw for 3. Yes!
Well, there you go. That gets you back to down 6 with only 28 seconds left in the first period. So, a nice way to end the first period.
Definitely want to see Tatum Shaw start to take more of those 3-pointers. She does shoot 31% on the season from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they've done a good job blanketing her. If you look at Huntsville on defense, they know that she's a standstill, set-up 3-point shooter. So they've really been shading her hard beyond the 3-point line.
Wilkin on Hernandez. Her floater is short. Hernandez gets the rebound. And time expires in the first quarter. 15-9, the Trojans battling back there at the end of the quarter. We'll go to a break. You're watching Trevecca women's basketball on Flo College.
Every day is the same. Always running. Taking the same path, but not knowing where you're headed. What about going a different direction?
Welcome back to Trojan Fieldhouse, a 15-9 Chargers lead as we get a look at the Lily Wilkin family.
Yeah, and so the Wilkins are very special to Trevecca. That's Faith on top right there, and the long blonde hair. And Faith, just an excellent 4-year player. Actually was here 5 years because of an injury. And the older sister of Lily, there's the parents, Mr. Wilkin. And next to Faith was Bailey Carmichael, a starter for Trevecca. She's engaged to Chris Rogers, who played here, and is now on the staff at Liberty.
Oh, wow. All kinds of connections in the crowd today. It's been a nice crowd, especially these past 2 games after all the ice. Nice feed underneath. Couldn't handle the pass was Shaw. Now Jada Woods goes down the baseline. Got contact, but no foul called. Chargers take it the other way. Chloe Siegel now to Wilkin. Top of the key, Pelt. Sets her feet, fires, no good. Shaw the other way. 6-point game here as Jordan Gillis has checked back in for the Trojans.
She's got to be careful not to pick up her third here.
Yep. Woods open lane. Nice scoop off the backboard.
Yeah, nice screen off there from the post player to get her the open lane to the basket.
Wilkin pressing the action on the near side. Chloe Siegel, step back 3, doesn't matter. Push off, offensive foul, and a turnover.
Yeah, and she just threw that wing out there and really threw Jada Woods to the ground. And once she hit the deck, the official called it really quickly.
Yeah, another look there. As you see, yep, clear push off. Didn't help that there was a screen set that messed with the footwork of Jada Woods
and
on the other
just
side.
like that, the Trojans have a chance to cut it to 2 after that frigid start to the game.
Yep. Gillis, deep 3. Oh, in and out. Gillis is going to be aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, most likely in this game. Understanding that it's going to take her best effort to pull out a win here against one of the best teams in the conference. Or one of the best teams in the country, but the best team in the conference. Gillis, another 3. That one is no good, just off the mark.
So both teams cold. I said Trevecca's defense is really settled in. This is a Huntsville team that puts a lot of points on the board, and to hold them to 15 in the first quarter is really big.
Yep. Wilkin is no good that time. A head pass to Shaw. Beautiful feed, and Shaw finishes.
And just like that, the lead is 2. Jordan Gillis with a nice lead pass. Great catch and finish by Tatum Shaw.
A look at why Jordan Gillis is second in the conference in assists. She's an incredible passer. She said it's her favorite part of the game of basketball is passing. Mackenzie Prokowski underneath against Trotter. Tough shot. Trotter grabs the board.
And now, just like that, Huntsville's gone frigid.
Yep. Trojans have cut the lead to 2. Hernandez at the top. Doug Novak springs up from his chair to call out the offense. 15-13 Chargers. Hernandez, isolation underneath. Tries to get it to Gillis. She does. Gillis with a spin move, 2 steps in the lane, kicks to Woods. Woods from the corner. Oh, in and out. Nearly got it to go.
Well, that possession was a little disjointed that time, and Natalia got stuck underneath and finally found the open 3 and almost went down.
Wilkin thinking about another jumper, but she'll give it up to Ivy Maddox. Maddox, left hand, drive. Off the mark and a foul over the back against Mackenzie Prokowski.
Boy, I tell you what, I've got to go back and see what Huntsville's last field goal was in the first period, but they've been stuck on 15 for a long time.
Clear look at the foul there. Kendall, let's just talk a moment about the crowd that we've got here today. I mean, in the game on Thursday against West Alabama and now today, the crowd has really come out regardless of all the ice and the weather conditions.
Yeah, good to see that for the Trojans. They need a lot of fan support. Ava's on the back there.
Yep.
That's her second.
Identical foul just as what just happened on the other side of the floor as well. Her second of the game.
Yeah, and she knew it. I mean, the freshman's going to learn. She's really, really given. As we said, Trevecca, a lot of good minutes off the bench, and that time just got blocked out and reached over the back.
So as you said, these 2 teams have exchanged cold spells. And Trevecca has been on a nice little run. They've cut the lead to 2. Wilkin now underneath. Easy floater. She's got it.
Yeah, nice little play there. I mean, just the drive in the dish there by Bella White. And then once she made the pass, she screened. Wilkins was just wide open for the easy runner in the lane.
Shaw working underneath. Not where she typically does her best work. She's going to get it to Ava Jones. Jones, the paint specialist.
Go up strong.
She gets it stolen away by Lily Wilkin.
Ava's got to catch that ball and go up quick with it right there. And she thought about it a little too long, and then the ball got slapped away.
Deep 3 off the back rim. Offensive rebound, Wilkin again. Wilkin truly does it all for the Chargers. As you said, pretty much a shoe-in to be the player of the year in the Gulf South Conference. Backward reverse scoop is no good, and a foul called on the second chance.
Yeah,
Prikoski going to the line.
Hernandez got her over the back. Offensive rebound there by the Chargers, and that'll put Huntsville at the free throw line to try to extend their 4-point lead.
Prikoski is a pretty good free throw shooter. She's 20 of 23 on the season coming into this game, but she missed her first 2 in her first trip to the line, and she's 0 for 3 today.
Wow. If 20 of 23 on the year and you're 0 for 3 already today, that's that could be a good sign for Trevecca.
Well, free throws typically a big factor in every game, but this one in particular, as she's 0 for 4 now. Uncharacteristic inaccuracy from the charity stripe. Fortunately, the Chargers do grab the rebound. And another chance for Prikoski. Off the mark, nice defense, straight up by Ava Jones. Gillis sprinting the lane, kicking to Hernandez. Hernandez gets an open look.
Wow.
And lays it in.
Man, what a great first half for the freshman out of Spain.
Yep. She's got 6 points now in the contest. Millie Brown. Now back underneath. Right-handed scoop is off the mark. Gillis grabs the board. Gillis immediately driving underneath. Kicking to Burgess. Burgess puts it on the floor. Trojans reset. 4.5 to play in the first half. Once again, it's a 2-point ball game. The Trojans have yet to tie or take the lead in this contest. Underneath, Burgess ties it.
Nice reverse layup, and Brianna goes baseline. That's an added emphasis of her game. She's a great passer, great teammate, stand still three-point shooter, but when she can put that ball on the floor and go to the hole, that's a big plus for Trevecca.
Wilkin, pull-up jumper, as she always does, but that one rattles in and out. Prikoski grabs another rebound. These are 2 of the top rebounding teams in the Gulf South Conference. So far, the Chargers are getting the better of the Trojans, especially on the offensive boards. Second chance points regains the lead for Huntsville.
Coach Novak calling out the play. Trevecca trying to tie this game back up, Stephen.
3.5 to go in the first half. 19-17 Chargers. A battle between 2 of the best teams in the Gulf South Conference. Gillis underneath. She shoots one that is wild and off the mark, but she gets her own rebound.
Yeah, great. Ava Jones kept the ball alive right there. Excellent job on the offensive boards. And I think they're talking about the reset of the shot clock right there.
Yep. Ball did not hit the rim. And so that break, the refs will see how much time they're going to put back on the shot clock. It won't be much. The shot clock was down to about 3 seconds when the shot went up. We'll take a short break. 19-17 Chargers, 3:10 to go.
At Elite Sports Medicine, we do a lot of sports medicine, but in our mind, sports medicine is life.
We have patients of all ages, honestly, as young as 10, 11, 12.
In orthopedics, the thing that really appealed to me was that people got better and you were able to really improve their quality of life.
So you come to us with a problem that you can't do the things you like to do, and our job is to find a solution.
Everything we do from the time you walk in the door to the time you leave is geared towards taking care of the patient. That's the #1 deciding factor in what made me join Elite.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
We welcome you back to Trojan Fieldhouse. Trevecca down by 2, 19-17 in favor of Alabama Huntsville, as the review was decided that only 1 second will be put on the shot clock. So Trojans going to have to draw
that's the right call,
up.
Stephen, for the officials to only put 1 on the shot clock right there. The ball just didn't hit the rim. Trevecca regained possession, but the shot clock was reset. And after looking at it, Trevecca's going to have to scramble to get a shot off.
This is like kind of feels like a 3rd and really long in a football game. You don't have much in your playbook for these situations, but don't ever doubt Coach Doug Novak.
Well, and I tell you, a lob at the rim is really your best play, but women's basketball, it's a little difficult to do.
Yeah.
So see if they try to get a 3 off.
Howard Johnson inbounds. 3 from the corner. Hernandez is off the top of the backboard. And a shot clock violation by technicality. So score remains 19-17.
Yeah, this game's kind of turned into a little bit of a scrum.
Yeah.
And that actually is not bad news for Trevecca.
You're exactly right. It's kind of become an ugly basketball game, and Alabama Huntsville is not used to playing ugly basketball. If Trevecca can try to force them off their mark, it'll work in their advantage.
Let's see if they're going to run Wilkin off the screen right here.
Top of the key, this is Ivy Maddox. Foul call, 3 seconds in the lane, Trevecca ball.
And again, another break. And Coach Novak's defense is really doing a number on Huntsville. Again, they were stuck on 15 forever. Now they're only on 19. So 4 points for Huntsville here in the second period.
It's been a war of attrition in the paint between Cheyenne Trotter and the multitude of bigs down low for the Chargers. Tatum Shaw working underneath, gets it stolen away. Millie Brown the other way. Brown gives way to Wilkin. Underneath. Thought there might be a foul call, but there it is. Extremely late whistle.
And again, that's the second time that's happened where the shot gets missed, and then they call the foul seemingly 5 seconds later. But not sure what that's all about, but Trojans will have to overcome it.
Yeah, that puts Lindsey Garner at the free throw line. She has not seen a ton of action this season. She's a 6'2" junior out of Lexington, South Carolina. Offensive rebound by Lily Wilkin.
Yeah, that's a tough one to give up if you're Trevecca right there off the missed free throw. That could have been a call right there.
Chargers want to extend their lead. Right back down to Garner. Spin move. Fadeaway is no good. Rebound rattles around, but finally Trotter pulls it down. Trotter already has 9 rebounds in 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
Corner 3, Shaw. No good. 1-on-1 from Bella White, but she will reset.
Yeah, Huntsville wanted to push that time. Trevecca did a great job of getting back on defense. Once they set up, somebody's got to pick up Bella White right there in the lane.
Left-handed jumper from Bella White from just inside the free throw line was good. That extends the lead to 5. A minute and a half to play. Trotter underneath. She's got a look, and she's good.
Once Cheyenne gets the ball down that low, only good things can happen. She really backed the young 6'2" post from Huntsville down in the lane deep that time. Nice pass by Jordan to get the bucket.
Trotter averaging 14.5 points per game this season. Those were just her first points of this particular contest. Lily Wilkin. Can't give her that open of a look. She's going to finish every time. Clock now beneath a minute. 48 seconds to play. Trojans on the offensive. Trotter kicks to Shaw. Shaw, shot fake, left-handed lay. Got it.
Yeah, again, love to see Tatum and Brianna fake that three, go to the basket. They've both done that in this ballgame.
Free throw line again for Lily Woken, and it rattles home. As it always does. Wilkins got 13.
So Trevecca's going to hold for one shot here, down 5, only 13 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see if the ball winds up in the hands of Gillis.
Gillis has it at the moment. She's driving inside the lane. Thought about kicking. Now we'll step through. Trotter underneath. 1 second.
That's got to be a foul there. She was not straight up. The arms were over. Cheyenne should be at the free throw line shooting too, but nevertheless, we go to the half down 5.
Yeah, time expires here in the first half. And a war of attrition on all sides for these two teams. Trevecca Trojans tied for second in the Gulf South Conference, playing against the number 1 team, Alabama Huntsville. 26-21 Chargers. We go to the half.
Greg Gruff and Ava Cathy along with you. I almost said Ava Jones because we were talking about it. How's it like having another Ava on the team?
It gets confusing, but we're used to it by now.
One time, the Trevecca women's basketball team, I think, had either 4 or 5 Kristens or Kirstens. And it was, and I think they all spelled it differently.
Yeah.
So it was writing stories was tough, but then one of them in her senior year told us that we were spelling her name wrong.
Senior
it's
year.
like no, you got to tell us when you're a freshman from the start. All right, so second year here at Trevecca, and like I remember, last year, like you were not on varsity.
Yeah.
And people were talking about you, and I was up here working one night and y'all were playing. I was like, oh, okay, I see, I could see it. And it was right after that you got moved up to varsity, and now you just fit in, right?
Yeah.
Like just talk about going through that transition, maybe how this year has been.
Yeah. It was definitely like a lot. Like I didn't think I'd be able to move up, and then when I finally did, I was like, okay, like I really enjoy it so much better.
Yeah.
But even though I don't get to play a lot, I still just enjoy like the coaches and the teammates. They're the reason why I stay and play and do everything I can.
Talk about the coaching staff this year. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Doug's different.
Yeah.
Funny.
Uh-huh.
He comes out at he says stuff and you're like, oh, is he joking? Oh yeah, he's joking.
Yeah.
So, but just talk about playing for Coach and then the Tusslers and Coach C.
Well, I've always loved Coach C because he was my JV coach. But this year, just Doug and the Tusslers, I feel like they really care and they try to motivate you and push you because they know we could do so much better than we already are. And so I just really enjoy that. I've never had a genuine coach that actually cared, and now that I'm on a team with one, it's so much better.
Yeah, it's like he's a really good teacher. People talked about it, that people say he's really sure. Now it's like, oh yeah, he is. He's teaching you guys all the time. He's teaching me stuff about basketball that I didn't know in life. So he's now, one of the things I've really noticed about this year's team, you guys are talking about the game.
Oh yeah.
Not just hanging out, all that kind of stuff. Y'all are literally talking about the game and what you're doing. I see multiple players asking coaches questions or telling them, hey, I see this or whatever. Talk about that difference.
Yeah, I feel like just overall this year we actually like are into the game so much more, and like we just care and see how good we are and like can potentially even be better. And so just that care and the want to just learn more and asking them, I think, is just really what gets us going.
Yeah. I was talking to Coach earlier, and I was just talking about how the team is really good.
Yeah.
And, like, there wasn't probably many people before the season would have thought you guys would be tied for second.
Yeah, no.
Y'all have already won 4 more games than you won all of last year, and you've won 4 more conference games you did last year. How are y'all keeping that in perspective? Because you don't want to get too elevated in your opinion of yourself, but you also, there's something to believing in yourself too. So there's a fine line. How are y'all handling that?
Well, honestly, he just always tells us to like focus on ourselves and our team and not who we're going up against or whatever. And even when we mess up, he'll always say next play, next play. So just focusing on ourselves and continuing to grow as individuals is really what helps us.
Talk about your parents a little bit.
Yeah. Well, my mom, she's done everything pretty much. She was a seamstress to now taxes. And my dad has always just been like a simple kind of guy and just does his construction. But they've really just motivated me to like stay here and like continue to just try my hardest, even if I'm on or off the court, really. And so they've always had my support for me, and just, they're great.
Talk about your sister. You have a twin sister?
Twin sister. She's my best friend. We are so different. I'm more athletic. She has the brains. But yeah. Just
you say she's studying engineering up at UTK?
Yeah. I don't know how.
Well, that's good. Does she get to come to any games?
Yeah, a few.
All right, good. I know your parents probably do quite a bit because they're close enough to that. What was great about growing up in Kingston Springs?
Small town. Everybody knew everybody, so you always have a friend or something. It was just fun. Just, I mean, not like we could go anywhere, but everyone was around. And
well, what did you do there?
Go to like our local Sonic.
Okay.
Our Mexican restaurant. That's about it.
Tennessee and the small town Mexican restaurants. Yep. So and Sonics now, like Sonic. That's the double. So well, really glad to have you here. Last thing, why did you pick Trevecca? Why did you come to Trevecca?
I mean, I'm a homebody, so it's close to home. But whenever I came and like toured and everything, I just loved it. I liked how small it was, and just everyone was so nice and genuine. I love it here.
All right. Ava Cathy joining us here. More Trevecca basketball coming up next here on Flo College.
When someone asks who you are, the answer often has something to do with your job, your qualifications, or your title. And while all those things may be true, who we are is more than that. It's our character, our passions, the things that get us out of bed in the morning. At Trevecca, our history is one full of deeply rooted faith, loving community, bold innovation, and the conviction to change the world through service and leadership. And while we are proud of all the work we've done on the Hill and around the world, we know that there is more to be done, and we are committed to becoming who God has called us to be. And this is why at Trevecca, we can be proud of who we are.
If you told my 16-year-old self that I was going to be Dr. So-and-so, I would have told you you're crazy. From a person who did not take academics serious, who only used academics as a means to get to the athletic arena, it's my own personal Music City miracle. I truly believe from a personal standpoint that receiving my doctorate was a greater personal accomplishment than being drafted in the first round of the National Football League. The journey from football to educator, I wanted to give back the knowledge that I had as far as an athlete's concerned. And I wanted to be a coach and help grow individuals that way. That was my comfort zone, is what I knew at that time. So it kind of chose me. And without even exaggerating, Trevecca helped mold me to who I am. They're one of the leading universities in licensing professional teachers. The classrooms are intimate enough that you get that one-on-one interaction with you and the professor. You really can't take that for granted. I think it's just been special what they've been able to kind of carve their niche into the educational community. Who's Kevin Dyson? He's a little bit of everything. You know, I think I'm an athlete, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a leader, I'm a coach, and now I'm a doctor. Other than golf from time to time or bowling from time to time, my athletic life is gone, it's done. But you can never take my education away. I will be Dr. Dyson until they bury me. And I'm a lifetime learner now. And Trevecca has helped with that.
Caldwell Architects brings creative and thoughtful design solutions to the conception and development of every project. As active members of our community, we understand the important role that buildings and spaces play and the people whose lives are impacted by every project we do. Caldwell Architects delivers state-of-the-art, efficient, and effective designs to solve real-world challenges. Let us help make your vision a success.
Every day is the same. Always running. Taking the same path, but not knowing where you're headed. What about going a different direction? To find
I came to experience Trevecca Day. I wanted to go to college somewhere in Nashville in the music industry. So when I got to experience Trevecca Day, I was looking at a few colleges. I came here and saw the program that I was about to be in. And I think it helped because I got to meet professors. I was able to talk one-on-one with the people that were about to teach me for the next 4 years. I got in the car and I told my mom, I was like, this is where I'm gonna be. Experience Trevecca Day was definitely crucial for me coming here. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and so when they did the breakout groups, Mark Hosney with the Worship Arts program came up to me. He's like, well, why don't you come hang out with us? And I also got to meet people that I was gonna be in classes with. I'm still friends with those people today. I felt like God was telling me, like, man, do some music stuff. And so I quit basketball and started taking piano lessons. I took drum and guitar. One thing I love is that the school is small enough to where your classes are not like 100, 200 people. Like you have a one-on-one connection with your professors. So that's what I really loved. There's definitely like a stereotype for homeschools where it's like, hey, y'all don't know how to talk to people and all of that. And so that's really not true. I did very competitive sports throughout high school, so I still had this social aspect of life and was able to spend time with my family. I mean, it's definitely scary thinking about like, well, what's gonna happen? Who am I gonna meet? The one thing that I really just had to do was just trust the Lord. You're not gonna know everything. You're not gonna know what major you're gonna be in, what field and degree you're gonna study. Just trusting the Lord that this is where you're supposed to be. Once you get on stage and you start playing and you see kids at the altar and worshiping, it's so worth it. It just makes me realize why I'm doing it in the first place.
every day is the same. Always running. Taking the same path, but not knowing where you're headed. What about going a different direction? To find
We are back from the halftime break. Trevecca Trojans down by 5. It's a 26-21 UAH lead here from Trojan Fieldhouse. Kendall Poole and Steven Swanner joining you. It was kind of a sloppy first half for these two teams, but Kendall, maybe that favors Trevecca.
It does, and we talked a little bit about that at the break. You know, these teams know each other so well. Huntsville with the 19-point win earlier this season. Trevecca doing a great job defensively. They know exactly what Huntsville's going to do. Now, the big key in the first half was Gillis picking up 2 fouls.
Yeah.
She's on Trevecca's leading scorer. She scored over 20 points 3 games in a row. She's got 2 at halftime. So, see if Trevecca can overcome that. In the meantime, try to keep Lily Wilkin at bay just a little bit. She's got 13 already in the ball game. She averages 21.
Alabama Huntsville will start with the basketball. Lily Wilkin, as you mentioned, is right back into the action. Paris Opelt now kicking out to Millie Brown. Ivy Maddox into the ball game as well for the Chargers. She drives and is blocked by Cheyenne Trotter. Gillis on the other end gives way to Burgess. Burgess sprinting underneath the basket, giving to Woods. Gillis, spin move in the lane. Underneath pass to Trotter. Trotter puts it on the floor. Goes all the way around and fights through contact and lays it in.
Yeah, just very deliberate. I thought Jordan could have taken the shot there earlier, but she's so unselfish. She gave it up to Cheyenne. Cheyenne just maneuvered herself in position to get the easy layup.
Pull-up jumper Wilkin, no doubt about it.
Yeah, she's money. She gets that mid-range game is incredible. There's not another player in our conference that has a mid-range game like that.
Kendall, her season field goal percentage is 50.6%. And that's a point guard. That's not even a post player that's shooting only layups. That's incredible. 28-23 as a steal, and another turnover for Trevecca gives the ball back to the Chargers. Millie Brown kicks away. Paris Opelt is good from the corner. Smooth stroke from Paris Opelt.
Yeah. Huntsville's a good three-point shooting team, as we talked about earlier in the game.
Yep.
They really didn't do so well in the first half. They went cold. There's a giveaway by Trevecca. It results in a layup for Lily on the other end. Again, a tough start to the half, just like the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, the first half was about these two teams exchanging cold spells and going on runs. See if that trend continues as another open three. This one is no good. Too strong as Trotter's ahead, gives way to Woods, who's got a fast break, open lane, and the layup goes down.
Good timeout there by Coach Novak. He's going to settle them down.
We'll take a timeout as well. 33-25 Chargers.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Trojans off to a slow start once again here in the second half. 7.5 to play in the third quarter. Alabama Huntsville on top 33-25 after a timeout called by head coach Doug Novak. Trojans trying to protect a 6-game win streak. Alabama Huntsville trying to maintain their supremacy in the Gulf South Conference.
Good shot of Coach Alan Sharp right there for Alabama Huntsville again, as we talked about another Trevecca connection there. He played at Lipscomb, but while he was playing at Lipscomb, his father, Gary, was the athletic director here at Trevecca way back in the 90s. And so Gary, we used to laugh a little bit because he would be watching Lipscomb games on his phone while he was the AD here at Trevecca.
There's a steal by Shaw. It gives Trevecca possession. Woods fighting through contact. The scoop is no good, and an offensive foul. Get a second look at the offensive foul underneath as Opelt. Not extremely clear that that should have been an offensive foul. Not sure if Opelt had her feet completely set, but nonetheless, it will be Chargers ball.
Coach Novak really urged his team in the timeout to not be so stiff. You're standing, you're scared. Don't play soft. He really, really was encouraging his team hard during that timeout.
Jada Woods heeding the wisdom of his coach, but right there it forces a foul. Bella White to the free throw line. And Woods will exit the ball game. Yeah, Woods bringing the hammer down on the wrist there of Bella White as White sinks the first one. Two for two from the line. For Bella White, extends the lead back to double digits, 35-25, Alabama Huntsville. Brianna Burgess gets it to Tatum Shaw, now underneath to the elbow for Cheyenne Trotter. Shaw thought about it, finds the cutting Trotter, goes up strong, layup is good.
Wow, Trevecca really worked that to perfection that time. Nice little lob pass, Cheyenne on the receiving end, easy deuce.
A back and forth battle between these two teams. Wide open cut, Paris Opelt.
And that's going to happen when you double down in the post like Trevecca did that time. A good post player is going to be able to recognize immediately when they're in the double team. Found the cutter, easy layup for the Chargers.
Deep three, Gillis, yes! Nothing but net for Jordan Gillis, her first three of the ball game.
Yeah, first field goal of the ball game. And my goodness, if we can get her off, it's going to be fantastic.
Trotter with the block, but the rebound goes back to Wilkin. Opelt thought about it, gives it up, and a pass underneath. Another block, that's Shaw that time, but once again, Bella White gets her own rebound and puts it up for second chance points.
The Chargers just killing the Trojans on the offensive boards. If it's not Cheyenne, then Huntsville's going to come away with it.
You know, the overall rebounding margin is +4 in favor of Alabama Huntsville, but the offensive rebounding margin is 13-4 in favor of the Chargers.
Yeah, really good double down that time. Cheyenne just trying to plow in there, couldn't make up her mind, and once she turned, Wilkin came in for the double team, tied her up. Possession arrow to the Trojans.
Shaw, top of the key. Hernandez from the elbow. Right back to Shaw. Shot clock down to 1. Wild shot is good off the backboard. Tatum Shaw.
She's giggling to herself as she goes back down the floor. She put it behind her back, knew the shot clock was going down, and just threw it up off the glass and got the bucket.
Veteran senior understanding that the shot clock was running low, and there's a steal for Gillis. 5th in the Gulf South Conference in steals is Jordan Gillis, and she picks up another one there. Her 45th steal of the season. Shaw.
That's amazing, Steven. She's so good with her hands.
Another left-handed finish for Tatum Shaw.
Well, that'll cut it to 5. So Tatum in double figures now with 11.
Tatum Shaw was our player of the game on Thursday with 17 points. She's already got 11 here, halfway through the third quarter, and a foul call.
That's 3 on Gillis, Steven.
As we go to the break, we're going to take another look at Tatum Shaw's last-second buzzer beater here as the shot clock expires.
Behind the back, into the lane, off the glass, boom.
39-34, Chargers.
Behind the wheel and in life, nothing gets me to my destination better than a song. The reason why music is so important is because music is scriptural. It's no coincidence that I am leading worship at Eastside and studying worship at Trevecca. I've always wanted to be a singer, and the Lord called me into ministry in the mid-'80s. But songwriting took me by surprise. I won 2 Dove Awards for Gospel Music Song of the Year. I've won a couple of ASCAP Songwriter of the Year awards. I didn't realize that I'd be known as a songwriter. We have gifts and talents in us that we don't even know we have. I am so excited to be a part of the community at Trevecca. In our program in African American Worship Studies, get into a college program where you can actually learn, the rudiments of writing and the rudiments of theory. Take a step of faith, experiment and experience, and see what happens.
There's a look at head coach Alan Sharp. His Chargers up by 5, 39-34 here in Nashville, Tennessee. And Coach Sharp has had an incredible career as a head coach.
He has. It's his first year at Alabama Huntsville. He's got some new players, but he was at Wallace State previously, and he's got well over 400 career wins, so good hire there by the Chargers to get him in Huntsville.
Yeah, Paris O'Pelt is at the free throw line. She's good with her first. In 22 seasons as a head coach, she's got an overall win-loss record of 496 and 210.
Yeah, I cheated him almost 100 wins. I said over 400. He's at 496.
I believe that was preseason report as well. As Shaw from deep. She got it.
She's got 14. Really, really solid game from the senior from Andover, Massachusetts.
Shaw has a season high of 20 points this year. Lily Wilkin, well defended by Gillis and Shaw underneath, but a 3 is open in the corner.
So that's Millie Brown finally got on the board. So she's the sharpshooter from Brentwood Academy.
Yep.
She was sitting on 0 points, and then she finally knocks down her first bucket of the ballgame.
And that time you just see the attention that's drawn by Lily Wilkin. It took Gillis and Shaw off of the wide open Millie Brown. Left hand, no good for Brianna Burgess. Rebound, Huntsville. O'Pelt from beyond the arc is good again.
So they're finding their range now.
Yep.
Huntsville finally got the ice cubes off, and they're starting to knock down some threes. They've stretched their lead to 10 here.
Well, you really don't want the Chargers to find their rhythm from beyond the arc, because that is where they are so good. The best three-point shooting team in the Gulf South Conference. Hernandez thought about it, passes it up. Burgess back to Gillis. Shot clock down to 7, but a foul call.
Yeah. So nice. Ivy Maddox got Jordan on the baseline there. Just gave her a nice little bump. Officials right on top of it.
Jordan Gillis will inbound. Her Trojans down by 10. Chargers once again able to extend their lead to double digits. Extra step underneath for Gillis, trying to step through, but she can't finish. 2.5 minutes in the third quarter.
Huntsville's done a really good job on Jordan. She's been in foul trouble. But, man, I tell you what, for her to only have 5 points in the ball game, that's a victory for Huntsville.
The 2 number zeros battling for it, and possession will go to the Trojans.
So with 2:17 remaining here in the third period, Stephen, Trevecca now down 10. They've got to get back into it. Need a little run here to close out the third quarter.
We know they're capable, especially with the dynamic scoring abilities of Jordan Gillis, as well as Tatum Shaw, who's really seemed to find her stride from beyond the arc. Hernandez puts it on the floor, driving underneath, working one-on-one against Wilkin. Kicks to Gillis. Gillis spin move, kick to Hernandez. Corner 3 is good.
Wow, what a nice no-look pass from Jordan Gillis to a wide-open Hernandez in the corner. She buries the 3.
Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 7-point game now.
Need a good defensive stop right here, Stephen.
O'Pelt from the corner with the shot clock down to 8. Puts up a running floater, and she got it. Just a hard-fought basket there for Paris O'Pelt. Well defended, but nothing Trevecca can do about that. Now a 9-point game. Gillis looking to take command, feeds Ava Jones, and it's blocked.
Well, I really thought Ava got hammered that time, and she should be at the free throw line shooting too, but nonetheless, Trojans will inbound.
Jones will grab the inbound. Drive underneath, Opelt stiffens up on defense. And Jones gives it away. Bella White will reset the offense.
Well, Novak going to go back to Cheyenne Trotter here after Ava Jones struggled a little bit last trip down the floor.
Opelt's three's off the back rim, but yet another offensive rebound. The 15th offensive rebound of the game for Alabama Huntsville. Shot clock to 10, game clock at 28. Step back three, Wilkin, you bet.
That's a killer. I tell you what, she steps back, shoots the three. You know, you try to get her off her mid-range game. She just goes back out to the three-point line and knocks one down. She's got 20.
And now she's got a steal. And a fast break the other way. She's got numbers on Shaw, trying to feed it, but Shaw takes it away. 1 second, gonna take a half-court Hail Mary. That will not go. 12-point game, the largest margin of the contest. We have the fourth quarter coming up next. 52-40, Alabama Huntsville on top.
When someone asks who you are, the answer often has something to do with your job, your qualifications, or your title. And while all those things may be true, who we are is more than that. It's our character, our passions, the things that get us out of bed in the morning. At Trevecca, our history is one full of deeply rooted faith, loving community, bold innovation, and a conviction to change the world through service and leadership. And while we are proud of all the work we've done on the Hill and around the world, we know that there is more to be done, and we are committed to becoming who God has called us to be. And this is why at Trevecca, we can be proud of who we are.
(52-40), Alabama Huntsville leading the Trevecca Trojans as we get set to start the fourth quarter. 10 minutes left in this contest between two of the top teams in the Gulf South Conference. The Chargers will get possession to start the quarter as Wilkin inbounds to Bella White. Alongside Kendall White, I'm Steven Swanner. It's been a pleasure to be with you here on an icy Saturday afternoon in Nashville, Tennessee. Trojans trailing by 12. Wilkin, likely the conference player of the year, going to work on Gillis. Gillis blocks it. Out of bounds, Trojans ball.
Great defensive stop there to start the fourth quarter. Gillis, Wilkin, arguably the top two players in the conference right now. Gillis stood her ground that time, got the nice block, and got possession of the basketball.
Likely going to see a lot of urgency on the way from Jordan Gillis, both offensively and defensively. She's going to get much more active as she's got it down low, takes a floater, and it's good.
Yeah, she knows she's got to step on it now.
Yep. Trojans forced to play from behind now. Lead down to 10. Brown, Aaron pass will go out of bounds, and back-to-back turnovers for Huntsville.
Well, let's hope that's a good omen here as we get into the fourth period.
Trevecca trying to extend what has been a 6-game win streak in Gulf South Conference play.
Pretty tough to do against the number one team in the conference, Steve, sitting at 13-1.
Well, we know this conference is not easy whatsoever. West Alabama is an extremely good team as step through, pull up jumper for Tatum Shaw.
Well, she's got 16 now, Steven. Just a great game from the senior.
Now an 8-point contest. Chloe Siegel back in the game. She's seen sparing minutes here. Now Wilkin underneath. Yeah, Jordan Gillis and Lily Wilkin 1v1 for the remainder of this game as a step back three is off the mark. Rebound, Brianna Burgess.
All right, just whittle that lead down just a little bit here.
8 minutes remaining in regulation. 52-44. The Trojans trail. Jada Woods is back in the game. Burgess, catch and shoot. Just a bit too far, but Trotter grabs the board. It's poked away by Lily Wilkin, but out of bounds. Trevecca will keep possession.
Well, Cheyenne Trotter with her 12th rebound of the game right there. She's got 6 points. She averages 11 rebounds a game, so she's well on her way to another double-double.
Gillis has it, working from the free throw line. Now driving down to the block. Double teamed and a reach-in foul.
They're going to get Lily Wilkin for that when she was coming in trying to help out with the double team. Sometimes Trevecca gets stuck a little bit when they get it down deep and it gets stuck, and Huntsville's doing a good job of doubling down now. Trevecca lucky to come away with possession.
Jada Woods at the top. Burgess driving underneath. Goes all the way under the basket and gives to Gillis. Gillis thinking about putting one up. A couple of spin moves and an extra step travel. Turnover.
Yeah, Jordan shaking her head. She didn't like that call too much, but they got her for steps.
Give a lot of credit to Alabama Huntsville for being able to hold Jordan Gillis quiet, relatively quiet so far this game.
Well, and again, nothing's a secret at this time in the season. There's lots of film available. These teams watch each other so closely.
Wilkin drains a three. 55-44.
Well, she's got 23, so the former Trevecca Trojan now going to be the conference player of the year for Huntsville, has 23.
She averages 21.5. Nice jumper is off the mark that time, but Trotter grabs another board. She goes up strong. It's off the mark again, and Wilkin grabs the rebound. 12 rebounds in the contest for Lily Wilkin. So 23 points and 12 rebounds, a double-double officially for the Chargers point guard.
Oh, my.
Beautiful reverse layup.
Reverse layup. And if you're Coach Doug Novak and you come into Trevecca this year, you're like, man, why couldn't I have coached Lily Wilkin?
She was here 2 years ago and transferred, and oh, what a steal there on the other end. She picked the pocket and sent it the other way, and now Bella White gives it right back to Wilkin. Under 6 to play.
Wow, 25 points and 12 rebounds for Wilkin. What a game.
Chloe Siegel takes a deep three, and she drills it. Chargers starting to pull away here, 60-44. Trevecca feeling the urgency that they need some offense real soon. Trotter underneath, forcing the action. Is blocked, and another turnover. That's Paris Opelt on the fast break.
Yeah, Huntsville doing a really good job of limiting Trevecca's ability to pass the ball.
Yeah, Trotter grabs another board there, but gets a little too physical underneath.
Trevecca just shares the ball so well on offense, and Huntsville doing a good job on defense. Once that ball goes down low, they double down, and Trevecca hasn't been able to hit the cutter, find the open man.
Yeah. So that's another turnover, and 3 fresh bodies into the game, and Shanae Howard-Johnson, Natalia Hernandez, and Ava Jones, replacing Trotter, Woods, and Burgess. Feed underneath, Wilkin going to work on Gillis. Kicking out. Chance at the top, step back 3, bang!
Oh, wow. Now they found it. Just like that, the lead's out to 19.
Yep. Now 9 of 19 for beyond the arc for the Chargers. Like we mentioned, Kendall, they hit 17 threes in the first meeting between these two teams on December 11th. Hernandez just missed a layup.
Yeah, look at the body language of the Trojans right now, and they know this Alabama Huntsville team is very, very strong. It's going to be difficult to make that comeback, but they're going to keep trying.
Gillis pulls down the rebound. Sprinting the floor the other way. Pulls up. That's a wild shot. Jones gets it. Draws a foul and one.
Wow. So Ava's been battling. A lot of older players in the post. She's taking her lumps a little bit today, but she doesn't quit. She gets in there and fights. Got the offensive board, the stick back, and the foul that time.
As we will take a short timeout. 63-46, Alabama Huntsville in the lead.
Let's try something different. Stop hitting the bag. Listen to it. Find the rhythm.
When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more,
You got it.
you're unstoppable.
Let's take another look at our financial plan.
You got it. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking.
Trevecca facing a steep deficit here as they trail 63-46 against the #1 team in the Gulf South Conference. Ava Jones is at the free throw line to shoot one after she was fouled and hit a layup.
But I'll tell you, I think Ava, as we talked at the break, Stephen, is going to be a player for Coach Novak and the East Trevecca Trojans. First of all, great length. She's 6'2", very basketball savvy. As Patrick Cogger, our other broadcast partner, has pointed out, she was trained and coached by Jason Winningham, who's just an excellent teacher there in the Upper Cumberland, in the Cookville area. She's from Sparta, and she's going to be a huge boost to these Trojans over her career.
If she converts the and one and Trevecca transitions into a full court press, understanding the urgency of the deficit that they now face. 4 minutes to play here in the final quarter. Air ball that time, off the mark. Trojans ball. Coach Novak barking orders from the sideline. Jordan Gillis setting up the offense at the top of the key. Gillis pulls a deep three. It's off the mark.
I'm not sure they actually converted what he wanted to do that time, Stephen. He was barking orders, as you said, trying to get them in the position he wanted. In the meantime, Jordan pulls the deep three, didn't find anything but air.
Well, you can tell Gillis is a little off of her mark today. And again, that game on Thursday against West Alabama is not a team that can be overlooked. That game took a lot out of the Trojans. It came down to the wire, a 3-point victory for Trevecca. But now today you can see them being a little fatigued here just 2 days after that victory.
Yeah, fatigue, that's a great point, Stephen, because, you know, when you play Thursday, Saturday like you do in the conference here, in Huntsville's on the road. They went up to the lead, took their first loss of the conference season. You know, so they're on the road. They come to Nashville. That's another 2.5 hours, and it's just tough. It's tough. So these teams, particularly at this point in the season, have to battle through a lot of fatigue.
Howard Johnson into the game. Nice Euro step. Rebound, Ava Jones going up again. She can't get it. Tip out. Rebound now, Bella White. And Wilkin will go the other way. Wilkin has played the entire game up to this point.
And what a game she's played. 25 points, 13 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 assists. Unreal.
She gets her pocket pick that time by Shanae Howard Johnson. Natalia Hernandez has a fast break, and she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line with 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining.
And let's not overlook the other freshman, Natalia Hernandez. Good steal there by Shanae. She gets it ahead of Natalia. And Natalia's been a spark off the bench for Trevecca today.
She sure has. This is one of her best games that she's put up.
Yeah,
so
she's
far
in double figures now with 10 points.
Yeah, so far in her young college career. Freshman out of Barcelona, Spain. She's got both free throws to go in a full court press, starting to set up some traps on the near end. Chargers break it, wide open layup, Paris Opelt.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to do. If the trap doesn't work down there, you know, you're going to be susceptible to giving up those open layups. That time it happened.
Gillis drives, 2 minutes to go. Fade away, off the glass, is short. Out of bounds, Trevecca ball. Aaron inbound pass is going to go back to Bella White for a turnover.
Yeah, just a tough break there for the Trojans. Again, the fatigue showing. Only 1:52 remaining in the game, down 16. Try to make a run. That's got to be a travel. Thank you.
Yeah, Opelt fed underneath, but took a few too many steps trying to convert a spin move. Another look shows, yep. Kind of lost her balance there. Shanae Howard-Johnson on the near end, 1.5 minutes to go. 65-49, Chargers on top. Nice feed underneath and a beautiful finish there for Ava Jones.
Great pass by Gillis. Ava with the on the receiving end with the bucket.
Chargers.
They're going to hold the ball,
Yep.
and Trevecca not going to foul here. Down 14 with 1:12 remaining. They're just going to run the shot clock.
Wilkin, corner three, too far. Rebound, Ava Jones sends it back to Gillis, who now runs the floor. 1 minute. She gets it stolen away. Wilkin poked that one free. And now Millie Brown will set up shop again, and they'll take the shot clock all the way down.
So Trevecca, again, as we said, not going to foul. Tough loss. That's going to break Trevecca's 6-game winning streak, Stephen. And barring the outcome of the Lee West Alabama game today in Cleveland, we'll see if the Trojans can stay in that tie for second place.
Hernandez bringing it on the near side. The shot clock is turned off as we've reached the final 20 seconds of the contest. Wilkin grabs the rebound, and that will likely do it. They've just got to take it across midcourt. And that will conclude matters here from the field house.
Good crowd from Alabama Huntsville here today, too. Just a short drive. Only about hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes to Huntsville.
So Alabama Huntsville extends their season record to 19-4, 14-1 in the Gulf South Conference, maintaining their conference supremacy. Trevecca falls to 13-7, 10-5 in the conference, but as you mentioned, Kendall, they're still in a good spot to be able to host the first round of the conference tournament.
They are, and I'll tell you, it's been a masterful coaching job by Coach Novak. He's not going to be happy with the outcome today, but when you're picked 11th in the conference and you can put yourself in position to be talked about to hosting a conference game, battling for second place in the conference, that's yeoman's work.
So your final from the Fieldhouse is 65-51. We'll be back in just a moment to talk to head coach Doug Novak.
Every day is the same. Always running. Taking the same path, but not knowing where you're headed. What about going a different direction? To find
Caldwell Architects brings creative and thoughtful design solutions to the conception and development of every project. As active members of our community, we understand the important role that buildings and spaces play and the people whose lives are impacted by every project we do. Caldwell Architects delivers state-of-the-art, efficient, and effective designs to solve real-world challenges. Let us help make your vision a success.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
Every day is the same. Always running. Taking the same path, but not knowing where you're headed. What about going a different direction? To find
At Elite Sports Medicine, we do a lot of sports medicine, but in our mind, sports medicine is life.
We have patients of all ages, honestly, as young as 10, 11, 12.
In orthopedics, the thing that really appealed to me was that people got better and you were able to really improve their quality of life.
So you come to us with the problem that you can't do the things you like to do, and our job is to find a solution.
Everything we do from the time you walk in the door to the time you leave is geared towards taking care of the patient. That's the #1 deciding factor in what made me join Elite.
We welcome you back to Trojan Fieldhouse. I'm now joined by Trevecca women's basketball head coach Doug Novak. And coach, coming into this game, riding a 6-game win streak in conference play, but we knew it was a really good team in Alabama Huntsville coming in here. How do you think your players responded today?
I thought Alabama Huntsville played really well. They played tough. Physically, they got their hands on balls and secured them a little bit better than what we did. They're coming off a loss, and they don't have very many. They were pretty motivated, and it's not that we weren't, but I thought they did just a really good job and stood us up on some drives that we didn't handle as well as we have in the past.
Seems like in the first half, it was really kind of a slugfest underneath, maybe a bit of a sloppy game. They weren't really playing the style of basketball that they typically like to play. What was sort of the key to the success in that first half?
Well, once it was 10 offensive rebounds,
yep.
and this has been a little bit of an issue in a lot of games in the first quarter. Second quarter, they got 1. So it makes a difference, and just keeping them off the glass, forced them into some tough shots. I thought Natalia came in and added a spark getting to the glass. She was able to maybe go against that contact pretty well.
Yeah. Coach, I want to ask you about Tatum Shaw. These past, she was our player of the game on Thursday. She's played really well. She added 16 points today. She had 17 on Thursday. Talk about her sort of being able to elevate her play recently, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, it's just she shows up every day. She shows with a smile and a grateful heart. So, we want everybody to get better, but it's not a surprise that she has incrementally kept on getting better throughout the season with her drives, with her shooting, with her passing and decision making. She is where her feet are.
Coach, you're on the road next week taking on the University of West Florida and Valdosta State. What do you want to see from your girls in response?
Well, it's just two more really good teams, and it's kind of fun. I mean, we're going to be like every game is going to be a battle, regardless of where people are ranked, and it's a great league, and it's fun to keep on getting tested and help help us mature into the team that we want to be.
It never gets easier in the Gulf South Conference. 65-51, Alabama-Huntsville wins here. That is your final from the Fieldhouse. We'll send it to Greg Ruff and Patrick Conger, who will have your coverage of the men's game coming up next on Flo College.
This has been a presentation of Flo College, the Gulf South Conference and its member institutions.